What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. Let me do my intro real quick, man. Shout out to my cousin Hawk, that's the ambassador. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to y'all, man, for all the love and support. Thank you for pulling up to this video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, excuse me, depending on when you pull up. You could have been in anywhere in the world, but you're here with your boy, and I appreciate that. Let's get right into the video, man, because I want to do I don't do a lot of Michael Jordan videos. Man, y'all know me, man. I'm from the south side of Chicago, born in the 90s. I was raised during the Jordan era, so there's a lot of stuff about Jordan that I feel like I'll just be repeating when I do my videos. So I don't have a lot of Michael Jordan content up. I should change that, really, huh? But anyway, I wanted to do this video because apparently I posted in this Facebook group that I'm super active in. Apparently, a lot of these basketball fans in these streets did not know that Michael Jordan at one point for one game wore the number 12. Were you aware of that? Because I vividly remember this. I ain't gonna say as far as a memory game. You know, I was a youngster at the time when he wore number 12, but I've heard this story so many times from my dad, my family, other basketball experts, pundits, talking heads, all that. I've heard this story so many times. It just kind of shocks me how a lot of basketball and NBA fans nowadays don't have a grasp of history, some basic events. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's 2023, 1990 is when this event transpired, but that's not that long ago. We're talking about a Michael Jordan. So a lot of these dudes that call themselves basketball fans, man, check their knowledge, man, before you just accept that they have that title. Just don't accept that blindly. But anyway, yes, Michael Jordan on February 14th, 1990, had to wear the number 12 because allegedly, somebody had gone into the Chicago Bulls locker and stolen Michael Jordan's jersey. Now, I noticed the date is Valentine's Day. And so it might have been some kind of, we don't know. No, the truth of the matter never came out. The alleged, crusader was never caught. So this is just one of those fun stories in NBA history. Just an unsolved mystery, if you will. But the date was February 14th, 1990. The Bulls played the Orlando Magic, who were a newly added expansion team to the NBA. I believe the Orlando Magic came around in either that season or in 1988. I always get the Magic's history mixed up with Miami Heat, those Florida teams. But the Orlando Magic had just been added to the NBA. Chicago was on the run. We all know in 1990, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals where they lost to the Detroit Pistons, I believe, in 7 games. The infamous Scottie Pippen headache. This is that same season, that same year. And the Bulls were 29-19, and apparently they was on a losing streak, looking to snap a slump. It was at this time when the Bulls arrived to the Orlando Magic stadium. The Chicago Bulls staff noticed that the Michael Jordan jersey was not present. This is when it was apparently stolen, allegedly. And the Chicago Bulls staff went on a APB, if you will. They went searching for this jersey. They got so desperate at one point that they began just searching the audience because the game was getting close to game time. They began searching the audience for anybody that had a Michael Jordan 23 jersey. But the search proved to be futile. The number 12 jersey. And I'm sorry, this is another little fact. The Chicago Bulls staff, it just kind of baffles my mind. Maybe this is just before the time of, nowadays. Because I know that there's no way in the world that Steph Curry would show up to a stadium and not, have a jersey or at least a backup jersey nowadays. It would just be unacceptable to see Steph Curry in like a number 15 jersey or something like that because they couldn't find a number 30. But I'm saying all that to say is, the Chicago Bulls staff did not have an extra Michael Jordan jersey, with the number 23 on it. So what happened was they had a number 12 jersey. If I'm not mistaken, it was just like a practice jersey or something like that. They had a number 12 jersey, and Michael Jordan ended up rocking with that. He had no name on the back of it. It was just a 12 on the front of it and a 12 on the back of it. And it was a very odd thing to see. I've watched the highlights of that game. I mean, it doesn't really mess with you watching the highlights, or I guess if you was watching it on screen. But I would imagine watching that game in person and just seeing the best player on the court and an unfamiliar number, But the change of number did not stop Michael Jordan. Of course, this is pre-retirement Jordan. This is that first 9 years Jordan with his athletic skills and prowess was at his heights. Michael Jordan would go on to score 49 points on 21 of 43 shooting. But unfortunately, this massive scoring output would not culminate in a victory for the Chicago Bulls, as they still lost in overtime, 135 to 129 to the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic had rallied behind Terry Catledge, Scott Skiles, Sidney Green, and rode their hot hands to the victory. And then I've seen the post-game interview. I've also heard about the interview, but you can see that Jordan was clearly irritated. And it wasn't. I don't think the jersey was what irritated him. I think if he had won that game and did that post-game interview, it would have been just another, interview. Not that big of a deal, but you could tell that he was more irritated by the loss to the Orlando Magic than he was the actual jersey. But you could tell that Jordan was clearly irritated and a little upset about the interruption of his routine. But my thoughts on it is just, like I say, man, this would never happen nowadays. In my mind, I'm sure they walk around with extra jerseys for the players nowadays, just so an event like this can't happen. But it's interesting to hear, their story. Just one of those things in NBA history. Like I said, it's just funny to think about. But that's just what I got for it, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Have you seen this game? Have you seen the highlights? Have you seen the interview on any of that good stuff? Put it in the comment section. Were you even aware of this? I'm pretty sure some of the older NBA fans, not older, some of the more wiser, more informed NBA fans, because there's a lot of young guys out here that know a lot about the game too. I'm gonna give y'all flowers. You know what I mean? I gotta give credit. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I think a lot of the young dudes, they get charged up a lot, and accused of not having basketball knowledge. But at the end of the day, I can acknowledge there's some young dudes out here, especially in the content creation field, that I have met that definitely know the game. So I don't want to just say that, but I'm sure a lot of you, a lot of the older NBA fans, a lot of the more informed NBA fans, y'all have heard of this story. So you tell me what you think about it in the comment section as well. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. I greatly appreciate that, y'all, man. I do. The like button is free. I ain't trying to make a big fuss of it. Just the like button is free. I definitely appreciate you just doing using that one finger to do a little something. But outside of that, man, love y'all. Y'all the bosses. I'm the dude that work. I love to work. I do. So let me get back to work. Peace.